full name.
Shakira, right?
You ain't answered it.
Yes, and I hate it. People
Should we
just
say
call me
like
Kara.
Shaka?
Kara.
Oh.
Kira.
I should have just told you Kara
Shaq?
instead of my full name.
Shakira.
I
Shaq, don't
play
That's
with us
Mama
like
named
that.
Shakira. Shakira, I'm calling you Shakira. That's what they said in
ain't going
Point
to
of America.
spine.
So anyway,
I'm gonna call her Shaq.
hey guys.
What? Nick, you been taller than me. How you gonna call me Shaq?
Y'all crazy. So
Oh, my
anyway,
bad. We messing up. Go
yeah,
ahead.
a little bit. So hey
It's
guys,
that Paul
welcome.
song.
So hey guys, welcome to Unique Talks podcast. Today we are talking about single mothers, and we're going to get into why men prefer not to date women with kids. Because I'm curious, I want to know. So I'll let the guys explain.
Do you want to know because you don't understand it? Or
I
just-
don't, because you have women with good qualities that they may just happen to have kids, and they're getting overlooked because they have kids. So it's like,
Well, when I see a dog on the street with an owner, every owner says he's fine, he don't bite, but most do. So, am I gonna take the chance of putting my hand and pet that dog out and get bit?
Fuck no.
The same with single mothers. You're saying some are really good people, yeah, but some are single for a fucking reason. There's something
okay,
about
maybe
the
it ain't work
character.
out. Maybe her.
So I
her
didn't-
Well, I'll
saying-
say most.
So identify the pros and cons then.
Okay, I'll say this. One,
Pick one.
I've
Pro
learned
or
over
pick a con.
I used to think when I see a single girl that's hot, I'm like, oh, I found a good one. I got lucky. I catched her in between relationships. Now I realize if I see a girl that's really beautiful and she's single, there's a fucking problem. Why is there that no man wants to be with you? Why is it that the man
Yeah, but
that
they
you
can be
chose,
single by choice.
Crazy.
who wants to, what
So a woman
woman wants to
actually
be
be
single?
lonely
Whoa,
by
real quick,
herself.
real quick.
Okay.
Today at the barbershop, right?
Mhm.
I seen outside a woman, she's like a Rican girl, probably like 5'5", with a kid, holding her kid, waiting for the bus.
Right.
No jacket, no shoes.
Typical.
What fucking woman wants to deal with that shit?
He said typical.
What woman would not rather have a man that could pick her up and drive her to and from work and daycare or whatever?
One that's
No
stubborn.
woman is single by
I'm
choice.
sorry. I feel like I'm single by choice. So.
You have no kids though. We're talking about girls with kids.
I know.
Yeah, no woman with kids is single by choice because it's hard as shit. Ask any girl you know that's a mother that's single if she'd rather have help or do it by herself.
Mhm.
There's no girl out here that's a mother that's single by choice.
Okay, so what if you meet a woman and she has those qualities that you desire, and she just might happen to have kids? What, you gonna turn her down?
I won't turn her down, but the red flags are one, and me and you kind of discussed this over the phone.
Yeah.
If I grow attached to that child, now there are exceptions,
Mm.
but if I grow attached to that child and I've been with you for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years,
Mhm.
and now you decide to leave me, I feel like that child is my child.
Are you married by that?
I've left an impression on them. I've disciplined them. I've raised them. They know me. They like me. They expect to see me every single night. Now I'm gone. Now, not only do I lose you, but I lose them.
Mhm.
You only lose me.
Mhm.
So I have twice the risk. Secondly, when you when you're dating a girl that has a child,
Mhm.
you're paying for not everything, but you're eventually paying for the child to some degree.
Mhm.
Whether it's paying for daycare, paying for clothes, food, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, whatever it is, you can't get that shit back. In court, if I was married to you
Done.
and I found out the child's not mine, I could at least file a lawsuit or do some kind of,
Okay.
take some kind of legal action to
Mhm.
get compensation.
Right.
But if I'm not married, then I'm just fucked. So it's a big risk.
So it's
The
a
man
risk.
takes all the risk and, compared to the benefits, is not as much.
It's
So
not
that's a
much.
con for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say a pro.
Well, for most men, not me personally, but most men.
I'm actually gonna say a pro
Bro, yeah. What else?
to counter that, which is gonna be very different.
Okay.
So if you're dating a single mother, number one, she's ready to give love and nurture emotions.
But is that out of desperation?
Not necessarily.
No, it might just be who she is.
So if she has children, they're young children, she's going to display emotions and nurturing and loving acts to them.
Mhm.
As a man, we also need that to feel some kind of way about ourselves. It strokes our ego and it strokes our pride.
Mhm.
We don't want a woman that's hardcore all the time. We want a woman that's loving, that's inviting, that's nurturing, that's opening.
Mhm.
That's cultured for us. That's necessary, so that can balance us out. You can't be aggressive and hardcore 100% of the time. That will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Split that in half. She's showing that the baby love, hugs and kisses. I'm a grown man. I want hugs and kisses from my woman. I don't want to walk around like, yeah, I'm the man. No, I want to balance that shit out.
But do you think you cannot get that same love from a woman with no kids?
You probably can, but for women who have children, especially if they're younger, the pro of it is it's still in that good developing stage. Where some women who don't have children,
Yeah, because I feel like you might meet a woman without kids, and she might not be that nurturer.
they're
She might not
aggressively
be
independent, and they're aggressively
Or she
not
might be
against
selfish.
dealing with you.
She might be selfish.
You gotta fight through some shit. Where the
Mhm.
woman who has kids, you can see the love on her through them.
Yeah. Or she
Now, I'm
might
not
be
saying
a
that
good
it's for
girlfriend.
you to choose. You can choose whoever you want. But if you're choosing one who has children, depending on how old they are, you will see that love and that nurturing of the emotions that you might want or like.
Okay.
Now, that's a pro. I ain't saying you gotta go with it.
Mhm.
That's a pro to it.
Yeah, it's your decision. You know.
Now, the con for that
Mhm.
will probably be the lack of spontaneity or the age of the kids.
So it
If she-
depends on the age and how many. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I heard
yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's what I heard too.
If she has multiple children,
More
So
than
what?
one,
Say
you're
if she
done.
got 5 kids versus
More than
someone with
one.
2 kids.
You're done.
if she has 5 children,
Mhm.
but she's physically attractive,
Mhm.
chances are the guy probably just wants to fuck her. He's not trying to come in and be a replacement to
To
these
5
children.
children.
He doesn't
That's
wanna do that.
crazy.
But he probably looks at her like, damn, like Shorty can get it.
Okay.
Fuck these kids. Let's be honest. He's like, fuck these kids. I'm just trying to fuck your mom.
Mhm.
He won't tell her that or them that. But in his mind, that's what he's thinking. And also, too, he's being honest.
Mhm.
He's not worried about them kids in the future because he's like, these ain't my
He
little
ain't gonna be there
motherfuckers
long.
anyway. I ain't gonna be here
Right.
long.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna tear this ass a couple times up and I'm good.
So what's the limit, damn it?
Ain't no limit.
Limit to
So
what
how
you
many
can deal
times?
with.
So how many kids are it? What is
One,
it? 2,
if more than one, you're done.
3? Just one and done?
That's individualized. Some people
So
can
what
handle
about
it.
you? For you, what would be the limit?
I would prefer if you had children,
Mhm.
they be grown enough to where they won't be a nuisance to me.
So maybe like 13, 14.
Probably a little bit older than that.
Okay.
Maybe 23.
Only because
Yeah, but that's
how I
older.
was, I'm selfish with the time that I want with you.
Okay.
And if I want you around me, I don't want your kids in the way.
Mhm.
If I want you around
He
me,
said, I'm selfish.
and if I'm trying to get some stuff done, I don't want to hear, Mom, can this, Mom, I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm like, I'm one type of person. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
You need to make a decision,
Mhm.
him or me.
It's gonna be me or these damn kids.
And I had that. They choose me.
Mhm.
Fuck them kids.
That's fucked up. But would
That
you
nigga
respect,
who you had
would
them
you
kids by?
respect
I
her
get that
as
though,
a
'cause it's
mother
over.
if she chose you over her kids?
I probably look at her like, damn, this bitch ain't shit. She chose me over these kids, but I wouldn't care because I'm getting what I want. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
I respect it. I respect
Because
it.
I'm not gonna be there long anyway. These kids don't be forever. I'm not gonna be forever. You gotta, but if that's what you choose, I've had chicks that will be literally like, I'm gonna drop my kids off. I'll be to you in a little bit,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna come back. Okay. It be snowing on the ground. It be raining. It be a windstorm. They ain't care. If you don't care, why should I care?
Mhm.
And I already know if I ain't the first, I'm not gonna be the last.
That's a fact. I will compare that to when
Y'all got stories, huh?
He said-
Right.
I live the life,
he said when a
but I don't do that now.
he says when a girl
He's a
chooses,
reformed. He's a reformed now.
he says when a woman chooses you over her kids, although it gives us what we want, we look at you like, damn, you
Yeah,
ain't
you
shit.
can't respect
I
that.
think the equivalent to that is when a girl is acting crazy to a guy that's like that's not assertive, and she knows like I'm being wild right now. You should check me. I'm talking crazy to you, and he don't.
Mhm.
It's like, damn, I'm getting what I want, but I don't respect you.
Yeah.
I think that's the same thing. Am I wrong?
It all
It's
depends on
hand in
your
hand.
definition of
Yeah,
it.
it's hand in hand.
Like,
I mean-
it depends on the individual.
Yeah,
The
but
individual has a lot
Yeah.
of. Some people can tolerate a lot. Some people can't.
Mhm.
we're speaking in general right now. You're saying like, you're talking about yourself. It's
Also about my
Okay.
bullshit.
a little different.
My bullshit. If you don't have any, that's perfect. If you got one, I get it. Two,
So one is okay.
yeah. Because also too, you got to factor in how many kids' fathers are we talking about? How young are these kids?
Okay.
How
so it
involved
depends.
are
It
you with their
depends.
ex?
Mhm.
And what does that person look at you as still to them?
Mhm.
I'm not trying to deal with that, or the personalities of these other two people that's involved.
Okay, so it depends.
My focus is just you,
Yeah,
not them.
that's a good point. That's a third point.
That is a good
The
point.
baby daddy may
Yeah.
still be involved, and he might be a fucking nuisance.
If he crazy, he looking in the window at night and yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
he still
mhm.
wants
Or
you.
he parked
You gotta
outside the
put some
house.
fucking paws on him.
Okay. So that's a good one.
Also, too, most importantly, too, when you're dealing with kids, people like with single mothers who have multiple children, you got multiple personalities. You have additional responsibilities. Now you can't just come in and just fuck her when you want to.
Right.
Now you got to
You
schedule.
gotta fucking schedule.
You got to schedule. You have to
Yeah.
respect it. She got to take man football. She got
That's
to take
annoying.
little mama to dance. She got to go to work.
You gotta make sure this person is asleep.
She got to
Pull
cook
up.
dinner. She got to get ready for work. Where's your time? You got to squeeze it in there. So you're no longer a priority.
Mhm.
Now you're an option. So how does it make you feel? Do you even want to continue with that? Is the pussy that good?
Is
You
it
want to
worth
continue
it?
with that?
And you're investing money into these dates in the meantime. Is it worth it?
Because now you gotta bring everybody.
So to answer your question, these are the three reasons why men are apprehensive when it comes to dating mothers.
I feel like it goes back to you guys, so I feel like it's kind of like selfish, but
It's selfish to us.
Cause it's basically about you. The kids is getting in the way of this, and I can't do this.
I'll give you some pros. I'll give
You asked us why we
I
don't
know,
want
I
to do
know,
it.
I know. I understand. I
You
know.
are. You asked us why we don't want to do it. So
Do
of
it.
course we're gonna give you our personal reasons.
I'll give you some pros.
Okay.
So if you're dealing with a woman who has children, they're structured with their time. They know what has to be done.
Yeah.
Man's football practice at 3. Little mama's dances at 5.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work at 7. Dinner has to be cooked by 8. Blah blah blah. School at 8 o'clock. So they're structured.
Right.
The fact that they will factor you in to their busy life, take that into consideration. That's a pro. Because if I'm that busy, chances are my attention is not drawn to you. I gotta worry about what's here for me that's gonna be my future. You may not be my future, you're just present. Now, they're not looking to race through the dating. They're probably gonna be intentional with every decision that they make because they can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
They got a lot of lives to worry about here.
Yeah.
They're gonna be probably the better vision for their kids. Whatever superhero they paint for them kids to see them at, they have to continue to keep that up, especially if they're young. If they're old and they kind of know how their parents are, all right, so they have an idea what mom or dad is like, all right. But if they're younger, they're impressionable. And like you said before, you dealing with somebody, it's an added responsibility now, whether it be financially, whether it be you're connected to them now, you're with them for a few years. Kids are impressionable. You don't want to break the kid's heart.
They are.
Their father already broke their heart. That's why they're single. That's why they're a single parent.
And can I say one thing? Like, women with kids, you have to be really skeptical when dating who you're going to be bringing around your kids because, like he said, they are impressionable. So you have to be really picky. I feel like you have to be more picky when you have kids versus when you don't.
Yeah.
Because that person is going to be around your kids. So you have to choose wisely. But
Keep in mind, she also knows what she wants.
yeah.
There's a time where she might say, you know what, I just need a release. Can you provide that? Here's your window. Fit in there. Are you okay with that? Or she might be like, you know what, I like you more than what you think. Can we build? But before that, you do realize I have additional responsibilities that's not yours. You need to communicate that. Because if you don't, that can be destructive. Because now you're involving little man and little mama, who might actually fucking like you. And now her mom likes you.
And they get attached.
You want to break all three of these hearts? Then you're an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you wanted was some pussy, then you should have just said that.
Yeah.
And it makes you
Or
look
leave
worse.
her the hell
Makes you
alone
look worse.
sometimes.
She probably would have just gave it to you if you just said, you know what, this is what I want. She can factor that in.
I won't lie to you, men. If you just try and crack, single mothers are probably like that's the prime real estate right there.
That's the
Like,
gold nugget.
Easiest.
What?
Yeah, like-
What? You telling me something?
Tell 'em
though.
why.
They the easiest to.
Tell them why.
You telling me something? No, go ahead.
Because they understand the same thing that men understand.
They like, I've been
For
with
you
these
to
kids
find a
all day, I
man-
just want some.
They know that like once they let their baby daddy, they've been trying to date guys and they probably went on a couple of dates and it didn't work out. They realize like, damn, it's getting harder out here. So I might as well settle for some good dick. They be at home on a Friday night like now. Bunch of single mothers out right now on Tinder, Instagram, whatever,
Scrolling away.
They old contacts like, hey, what you doing, big head? You feel
Big
me?
head text.
That's what I'm saying. And all they want you to just pull
That's
up.
code right there. Big head
Yeah,
text.
that's the one. That's
They
the
want
one.
you to pull up and crack them and
Pull up.
dip because they know for a fact you're not the baby daddy, you're not ready to be a dad. They know that, like they on the same page we on. But girls that don't have mothers, they're delusional. Girls
Oh
with
my
mothers, they're
God.
realistic. So that's why we crack them and leave. We crackheads.
He said we crackheads. I'm crying.
I want to explain the definition of delusional.
Go ahead.
Delusional is a characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgments about external reality that are held despite controvertible evidence to the contrary. It's a mental condition,
Oh shit.
which means you
Oh,
believe
shit.
shit that is not true.
Holy
You trying to say these
shit.
people is mental?
Yo.
Exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. I like that.
Wow.
The con to that, I personally think. Now, I put some pros up there.
Okay.
She's intentional with her time.
Yeah.
She's patient
She's
with
a
the dating
nurturer.
process. She wants to tender after her little young, but she wants to bring somebody in to be a part of this.
A
She's
part
not
of it.
looking at you as just a fling. She's looking at you, you are a part of this
And
family.
you know
now.
what? A con. I was talking to a guy, and he said he feel like women with children are looking for a parent more so than a partner. They just
Some.
want somebody to take care of their kids. They're not looking for love.
Some.
So that's what he mentioned. Why he doesn't date women with kids.
Some.
Some of them, not
Kara, what
all.
do
Of
you
course,
think?
not all. But yeah. Do you have anything to say on this topic?
How would you
Personally,
feel if you were single and you met a man who had children, not just child, but children,
If I don't have no kids,
and you had no children,
whew,
but you were attracted to him?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not the type that wouldn't be interested or date, because like how you said before, if a woman shows that
Those
love for her
qualities,
kids
yeah, she got those
and how she
qualities.
love her kids, so if he shows that how he love his kids, you know, he the best dad, he do any and everything, he makes sure, you know, he give them the best life possible, raising them right. That's what attracts me, basically.
Okay, so what mattered to you?
I guess the respect he has.
Have you ever factored in maybe you might want children? So now you have an
Yeah.
additional to add to the family?
But if I already treat them as my own, it's like, I love kids regardless. So if I date somebody and I care about you, I'm going to want to take, you know, interest in the kids as well. So I'm going to treat them, you know, as my own. I'll even talk to you. We can communicate. If I want to have a child, we can talk if you ready to have another child. But if you're not ready, I'm not saying it's going to be easy to accept that. But if I care about him, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll, you know, accept yours as my own kids. I don't have a problem with it.
What
You
would
know.
you prefer?
I mean, I would prefer to have my own child. No,
Would you prefer the man not to have any children?
oh, no, it don't matter.
It don't matter to you?
Mhm.
Unique, what about you?
Me, I think it depends. Like, you can't have 5 kids and 5 baby daddies. That's just crazy. But I feel like if he has those qualities that I'm looking for, and he's a good dad, he's a good man, and he fits that description, I would take a chance with him.
Do you realize that will become stressful for you?
Yeah, because I don't have any. But if he got, I would say 1 or 2 is okay. But you can't have 5 kids and 5 baby moms. That's just crazy.
If
So
it's
you're-
structured, then it should
So
be.
you're okay with the multiple personalities, right?
It's a limit, damn it.
The
That's all I know.
multiple additional parents outside of you, because there's gonna be additional women, which will be more of a headache.
And sometimes it's drama.
The
so-
combativeness that's gonna come with that, cause like, who's this bitch around my kids, blah, 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 this and that, that's what's gonna come out.
Mhm.
Always.
So it depends. It
Factor
depends.
this in, and a lot of people never factor this in, so you got a woman who has children.
Mhm.
Here's a con, a lot of people never think about, I guarantee no one's ever thought about this.
Okay.
A woman, a single mother, she could be bad, right? She's probably, she's bad.
Mhm.
She got kids, let's say 2. You're attracted to her, knocking it down. This kid has a disability.
Oh, yeah.
How would you handle that?
I wouldn't.
I mean, I work with.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
I work
I'm
with
only
people
around
that
her when
have
the kid's
disabilities.
gone.
Only around when the kid's going. I respect that. Now you reverse it. If the man, she had a kid,
Mhm.
he's everything that you like in a man,
Mhm.
and he checked off these boxes,
These boxes. Mhm.
but his child had a disability.
Mhm.
As a woman, that has to pull at your emotional heartstrings.
I would say it's different with us because
Good
the
question.
child is not always present with y'all. The kids is there because the mom 99% of the time has the kids. So I think it's different with us because they might not be around all the time. They might be around on weekends.
Let's say they
with
are.
y'all.
Let's say they are.
And let's say it's not a lot of single dads, the percentage is very low.
I was
Yeah,
one
so
of them.
it's
I'm in that
different.
very low
Let's say
percentage.
they are.
Exactly.
Let's
So
say they are.
at the end of the day.
But like I said again, if he had those qualities and we clicked and he was a good man and a good father, I would kind of work with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't bother you.
Well, it's situational.
Now keep in mind, when you're talking about multiple children,
With disabilities?
no, not disabilities, it's multiple
Just
kids,
Okay.
yeah.
right? So you gotta balance in structure, finance.
Now, if he had a crazy baby mom and I'm fighting with your baby mom all the time, and
That's always gonna be the case. There's always gonna be competition.
it's like, why get in
Because
there?
number
when I
one,
didn't
women don't
have
feel
the
like they
trauma
need you
to
replaced.
begin
Like,
with?
every woman will think if they're in a relationship with somebody
Mhm.
and he goes and finds something better, in the back of her mind, she's gonna be like, you can't do any better than me, but you did. that's gonna fuck with her.
Yeah, it's gonna be resent.
I don't care what she says. I don't care what woman, and I don't care what any woman says.
Wait, say it again.
If you're with a woman,
Yeah.
if a man's with a woman, and she feels as though I'm giving him life, love, cooking, sex, I'm giving him everything that he needs, because he don't need anything else besides me, because I'm the end all be all. But he says, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go with her. In the back of her mind, that's going to fuck with her, because he did better. That's gonna mess with her psyche.
And females are competitive, so I get it.
So now you got this other woman, the baby mama, you, and him. You don't think she's gonna cause some strife in your life? She will.
Yeah, especially
Depending
if
on
she
how petty,
still wants you.
how young.
Mm-hmm.
Can you handle that?
But that's if she's still interested in you. If she's moved on, she's not gonna care.
Do you think most have? Or they just say they do?
I would say half and half, like 50%.
I would say most haven't.
But the percentage
Most
is
of
low too for baby moms who are actually friends with the girlfriend, who actually get along. Now, how many of y'all know can say that?
I wouldn't say you have to be friends, but you do have to be cordial to a point.
Everybody
And
can
there's
be
not
a friend.
many of them that are even cordial. That's the thing. So I don't know. A lot, I would say, dating a guy with kids, it could be stressful because you don't know what type of female they was dealing with before. And the fact that if she knows that you got another female around her child, she's about to cause hell for you.
She gonna
She
snap.
could say 1 week you could have your son this day, and then the next week you won't even hear from her. You don't know when you getting your son, where you picking them up at. Yeah, it gets petty, and then
It
the
does.
female think it's her fault, and then we distance ourselves because I don't want you to not be able to see your child if I'm the reason. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, now he's back to
I
being
like
a single dad.
So let me ask you this, brother. So
Okay.
you with this female?
Yeah.
She's bad, of course. Obviously, you ain't messing with no tack head. Baby dad's still around because little man is still, he barely in diapers. He still like her, but he don't like you.
Right.
But you like her. I'm sure you're not really concerned too much about him, because that's not your shit. How you gonna handle that conflict?
I mean, what conflict though?
Because he's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, he gonna be around. I told
He
you
gonna come to the house.
He gonna be
He
peeking
gonna
in
come
the
to the house and be
blinds.
like, so you got this nigga around my kids.
Yeah,
You know, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, little nigga, who you, motherfucking shit like that. He gonna talk to you greasy.
He gonna be spinning the block at night,
Is
circling
it
the
worth
block
the
and
pussy
all
for
that.
him?
Nah. I've had some shit like that. Not exactly like that. I've had some shit where the guy came to the house, like he was fucking with us throughout the year. Like he would, like the car, we would go to the car and it's broken into. I don't know who did it. And it happened like 2 times in 1 month.
Oh, he broke into the car.
Right?
Oh hell.
And he
no.
lives down the street. Or like we come to the house one day and the doors, somebody broke into the house, like what the fuck is going on? But you don't know where this guy lives at. Like you know he's around. So as far as I don't know, as long as like
Females always.
if a nigga don't confront me personally and like say shit to me, like there's not much I can do. I'm not gonna pull up to your house and like find out where you live and all that. Like I don't got time for that. But like
I'm
I
gonna
probably
set the
wouldn't fuck
tone.
with her though.
Right.
I'm gonna set the tone.
If it was some shit like that, I probably wouldn't set the tone. How? Like, you can't stop him.
No,
The only
no.
choice you have is either leave her or like be with her. You can't
I'm
stop
not saying
him
stop
unless you shoot
anybody.
him.
I'm gonna set the tone. Like you let it be known. Like okay, you know she has small children. You know there's a baby dad or baby mom somewhere available.
Present. Yep.
You let it be known. I need to talk to both of y'all face to face. And here's why. Have her, have him, and there's you. You let him know, like, look,
Yeah. Put those boundaries.
y'all
in
shit
place.
is done.
Yep.
I don't know what happened, nor do I even care.
Mhm.
I'm here now. Don't fuck with my peace.
I like that.
Don't fuck with my woman. If you do that, I'm gonna fuck with you. You don't want that problem? I promise you don't want that. If you have a problem with respecting that boundary, let me know now so we can hash this out as men. Deal with that now. Look them eye to eye. You can tell by a lot of people by you looking them straight in their fucking face to see whether or not they on some punk shit or they just bullshit you. Cause niggas would try to do shit just to scare you, and they ain't about that shit.
At all.
I've had that before where I've dealt with people before where it's like, look, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna talk to this nigga face to face.
Yep.
I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes. I promise you, all the shit you was talking, you will not do. If you do, I'm proud of you, but I can almost guarantee you won't. And let them know, like, look, if this is how you wanna hash this out, you wanna continue on, I can play this game with you. I promise you it's not gonna end the way you think. And also too, if there's females involved, let them know. I'm coming to you as a female, respectfully. I'm not about all this rah-rah shit and all this drama shit that you watch on TV that everybody loves to watch. Reality TV shows and Real Housewives and shit, this ain't about to be like that. I'm with him now presently for however long that's gonna be, or I'm with her. If you feel as though you are going to become a nuisance to us because of the kids, of which in your mind you don't give not one fuck about at this point. If your job is just your kids, then you focus on them. Do not disrespect me, and do not respect him or me in front of you.
Yeah.
If that is a problem, I'm giving you the opportunity now as a individual to say something right the
Let
fuck
me
now.
know. Let me know.
Because if I have to revisit this, and this is a problem,
It's gonna be a
it
problem.
will not go the way you think.
Let me
And
ask
make
you
sure
this.
they're clear with that.
Let me ask you this. So I've had a situation like this. What would you do if you knew that this man you want to address is also a bitch, and he knows, you know, deep down he's not a confrontational person. He's more like a legal action kind of person. And there's been situations in the past where a baby daddy that I wanted to confront was fucking with us, the same guy that broke into the car a couple times, broke into the house, whatever.
Yeah, he was
And I know where he lives, and I could pull up to his house whenever. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, if I confront this guy, I'm probably gonna put hands on him. And he's the kind of person that will probably press charges against me. So what do? How do you go about confronting this man in a way that you know will keep you in the right and not have this shit go left?
Are you disciplining yourself not to hit somebody if they say something you don't like?
Okay,
That's a reflection of you.
that's a good question.
Well, my father taught me, he said people can say whatever they want to you. If they get
How you
within your
react.
proximity of your space, that they're opposing a threat, you have every right
To defend yourself.
to defend yourself until they no longer exist.
Or threat.
And I mean, he
Yeah.
took that literally, which means that if they fuck with you, make sure they do not get up.
I like that.
And that's okay. You can defend that.
That's kind of what they say in the military.
But as
The
men,
Army.
as a respectable man, yeah, he might be on some bitch shit, yeah, he might this and that, whatever, but you let him know, you confront him, you stay with your chest up, and you work out, so I'm pretty sure you're strong. You let him know face to face, like, look, I'm not about to play with you right now, and you say it with conviction. I'm pretty sure you said some shit to some people where it's like, okay, he's not playing with me right now. You don't have to be all graceful and kind, so you say, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna have a talk like a man. If you wanna go south, let me know right now which direction you wanna go. You give people the opportunity and choice, let them make the choice. Chances are, if they want to go south with you, that's probably going to be the worst choice they can make. Or if you want to go to the legal route and talk shit, that's some bitch shit. No, we can sell this shit right now. Why? Because niggas' fight records is 0-20.
That's true. 0-20 is great.
This is what we're going to do. I don't want to fuck with you on this shit. You don't want to fuck with me on this shit. You got a problem with her. She don't want you. Okay, I get that. That's done and over with. You had your chance. I'm here now. Don't play with me. As respectfully, I'm gonna say this as disrespectfully as I possibly can, and the most respectful way I possibly can. Do not come around with this bullshit, or I promise you, that'll be the last breath you take.
Gotta have those
Do you
boundaries.
and then ask him, do you understand?
Yeah, you gotta have those boundaries.
And ask him, do you understand? He's either gonna reply yes or no.
Yeah, facts.
Wait for him to reply. You value your life. If this is a woman that you're interested in, you value her at some capacity. The kids, okay, fine. I mean, that's not really a concern for yours right now. That's serious. Now, obviously, that's what people do. They wanna create. They like toxicity. People love that. It's exciting to them. This is not their time. With that particular situation, you confront him. Like, look, we're not about to go through all this shit. We're not about to do any of that. I'm not about to do that with you. What's the problem? I'm gonna help you fix it.
I like that. I'll take your advice.
Problem solved.
That's pretty good.
Problem fucking solved.
So if you guys don't have
We got
anything else to
covered.
say, we can conclude this episode. You guys want to add on anything or?
Y'all had something. Follow me online at Hardbody Boy, aka El Chapo, aka Not Playing Me. I'm saying here. Yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. So that concludes this episode. So what's the next topic, guys?
That's a good one.
Shit.